All right, we had played one round before I turned the camera on, just so we could kind of get a feel for it. So you can see I have some troops out. He's got troops out, and he's got troops out. So that was what we did on our round. So now we are ready to start our second round. And this, of course, is actual gameplay of Tyrants of the Underdark. You have to show your KFC cup now, since you said that.
Brought to you by KFC.
And you can see why these two are part of the undm'ables.
Squirrel.
Which is why I don't videotape our D&D sessions. Though I'm actually thinking about doing it one time.
Correct, you should. You really should.
Just so you people can see what I put up with. But it's alright.
Alright, since it's my go, I'm the first player once again. In my hand, currently, I have 3 nobles and 2 soldiers. And you have to use all your cards. Well, you don't really have to, but it's usually a good idea to use all your cards when you do your play. Nobles, as was explained before, is your currency, and the soldiers are your people that go out and do the dirty work for you.
And the reason why you said you use all your cards is it's basically use it or lose it on your turn. You're going to discard any cards you haven't played, you're going to discard them.
And you're also going to lose any resources that you had banked because you start fresh after your turn is over.
So, as I said, I have 3 influence, and there's a number of things I can purchase. For those 3 influences, I will go ahead and purchase the Black Wormling, and these cards automatically go into the discard pile, and they'll be shuffled into the deck to be drawn again once the deck is empty. I also have 2 soldier cards, which I will place my 2 soldiers out onto the field of battle. And my turn's over, so now it's Drak's turn.
And you can, because he ran out, his deck has been depleted, and he needs to draw 5 cards to start his next hand. He will shuffle while Drak is going and draw his 5 cards so he's ready for the next turn.
And apparently when I shuffled my deck, it was not real well, because you can see I ended up with 5 nobles. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and purchase...
Ooh, put a market card back out there.
2, oh, yep, we forgot to do that. Maybe I can grab that
That's
one.
a green wormling. Maybe a good choice.
Actually, that might be a good choice.
Place a spy. If another player's troop is in that site, gain 2 extra influence.
I think I am going to purchase him with my nobles. And what I do with him is I put them over on my board in my discard. And as they said, I get to place a spy if another player's troop is at the site. I will gain 2 influence. So I'm going to take...
Nope. Only when you play it.
Oh, only when I play it.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you'll shuffle that into your deck.
Yep, that is true. And I'm going to discard. That's the end of my turn. So I'm going to shuffle my cards.
Okay. I also drew 5 nobles, the last 5 cards on my deck.
So, no more troops for me, but I do get to buy something. I'm gonna buy the blue wormling for 5. Blue wormling, I get 3 influence when I draw it, and I get to return another player's troop or spy to that player, which is really powerful. And that is my turn.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is we're just going to keep going around until all of the market card deck
Which is 80 cards.
is depleted. So that's what we have left.
Or one of us has used up all of our troops, and we have 40 troops each.
Alright. I'm starting my turn with 4 nobles, which means I have 4 influence. And I also have my black wormling, which I had just purchased. So I'm going to use one of my influences to assassinate a white troop, because that's what the card says that I can do. So I would only have 3 influence in order to purchase anything for now.
And I don't think that we had explained that a lot of our actions are determined by if we have presence in an area, and presence is a big keyword in this game. Basically, he has presence in any spot that is adjacent to a spot he already has somebody. So he has presence in this location, and he has presence in this location, and this location. He does not have presence anywhere else beyond where he has his colored troops. And that is a big deal with a whole bunch of these cards and what they can do, that you actually have to have presence to do it.
So I will take care of one of these guys, and he will go into my trophy hall, where we display all of our dead that we kill, because we're drow, and that's what we do.
You gotta love drow.
It's really cold down there.
Yes.
They don't decompose as fast.
And now I get 3 more influence, so I can purchase something. I am going with a house guard, which gives me 2 troops the next time I end up drawing him. So, my turn is over. Drac, you're next.
I am going to play the green wormling that I picked up before. I actually shuffled my deck and he came up that time. So now I get to place a spy, and if another player's troop is in that site, I will gain 2 influence.
And placing a spy is one of those actions where you do not have to have presence in. So he can pretty much place that in any city that he wants, and it does not take up a circle dot, a troop location. He actually can just place it in the outer rim of any of the cities that he would like. And as a spy and a player, you can only have one of your colored spies in a city anywhere you would want.
So I think I'm going to place him down there.
Let's see.
And I will get 2 because he is in there, so I am going to get 2 influence.
Added to his pool.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, so that gives me 5. I think I am going to pick up the information broker. As you can see, and what the information broker does is once I pull this out of my deck, I'm going to get to place a spy, and then I'm going to return one of my spies and draw 3 cards. And then that will end my turn.
Must spend the time for wormlings, because I also drew my blue wormling that I picked up on the last turn. So I get to get 3 influence and return another player's troop or spy. So that spy that Drac just put on my spot, he gets to have it back. Troops can be assassinated, and spies can only be removed, so that you're always going to have access to 5 spies. And then I have an advocate, which gives me 2 influence. I get to choose one, or promote, and promote is another big keyword that we'll get to a little bit later. I don't want to lose any of my cards. So I have 3, 5, 6, 7 influence and 1 soldier. I'm going to place my soldier here. Stay there, white. And I have 3, 5, 7. What am I going to buy for 7? And I can buy any combination, so I can buy a 5 and a 2 if I wish. I'm going to buy this 5 because he's pretty awesome. Master of Melee, Magthare. Choose one, deploy 4 troops, or supplant a white troop. And supplant is another keyword.
which means supplant, basically you're assassinating and replacing him with one of your troops. And because I did that, I can flip that over automatically and take that one as a choice if I wish, but I don't have enough. And which is another supplant, which is awesome, but it looks like I'm gonna have to buy a Priestess of Lava. And that is my turn.
Okay, so that is basically some gameplay for Tyrants of the Underdark. We are going to cut the video now, but we will come back later when we are about done with the game. And you can see the end gameplay and how we tally up the scores.